My fiancée wants to go on a romantic dinner with her boss. I have been with my fiancée for several years now. She recently graduated and got an amazing HR job with a pretty high-profile law firm. The guy who started the firm is known across as being an ambulance chaser, shyster and scammer. Because very frankly, he's trying to portray that in his commercials. So right after New Year's, my wife came home and announced that lawyer dude is taking the whole staff out to celebrate on January 20th because it was the firm's biggest year ever. This is the timeline. January 5th she tells me to keep January 20th open because partners are invited. Cool, I can do that. January 8th, sorry, she was mistaken. It's just a work party. She tells me it's cool if I make other plans that night. No problem. January 13th. She lets it slip. It's not really a party for the whole office, just for the people the boss thinks were part of the success. I'm starting to get a little sussy-wussy here. January 14th. Miraculously, all the people going to dinner with the boss are under the age of 30 and female. Now alarm bells are really going off. January 18th. The list is down to 2 people, my wife and another new attorney. So if I'm hearing this correctly, the 2 people mainly responsible for this 20-year-old company's biggest year ever are both recent college grads, both female and both around 25. My fiancé says, "Aren't you proud of me?" A few days ago, the big day, boss texts her at like 11 a.m. and says, "Hey, since this is supposed to be a celebration, don't drive. I'll send a car service for you." Fiancé still doesn't smell anything fishy, so I ask her, just for my own edification, ask what he says. If she tells him that's a great offer, but my fiancé knows the restaurant, and he can drive me. Boss replies back in second, "Sorry if I had to change restaurants at the last minute. I'll send the car." My fiancé looks at me, apparently without the screeching submarine clacks and illuminated lights that are going off in my head, and says, "See? It's all cool. I'll just take the car service." I'm freaking the F out. I told her that she can't go. She called me to control a hole. I told her that this whole thing is really shady, as F and I relayed out the timeline as evidence. She said that me hoarding evidence like this is an example of how I'm controlling a hole, and she wants to go to dinner now more than ever.